Today we're going to go over a very classic linear algebra problem, which is to find a set of vectors that would span the null space of matrix A. So we have the matrix. Step 1 is that we want to augment the matrix, which is solving AX equal to 0. And then we're going to reduce row echelon form AX/0. I used a matrix calculator here, but you need to get familiar with the process of reduced row echelon form, because 9 out of 10 times, this is your first step to go in linear algebra. You always reduce row echelon form. So let's see. This is step 1, reduce row echelon form, step 2. Now, step 3 is looking at the reduced row echelon form. We need to identify our free variables and basic variables. This is my x1, x2, x3, and x4 because I have 4 columns. Now I see that in my first row, x2 and x4 are overlapping with x1, right? I can't have 3 pivots in the same row. So free variables are going to be x2 and x4. Now, basic variables are now x1 and x3. So what we're going to be doing next is we are going to parameterize the matrix. Parameterize. We're going to set our parameters. So we let x2 equals t and x4 equals s. Now we're going to solve our basic variables in terms of our free variables. So x1 is now equaling 2s minus t. Hopefully you see that, because from here, if I want to solve x1, I have to move the x4 over, right? That becomes a positive 2, and then subtract x2. So that's how we get 2s minus t. 2s minus t. x3 is simply just minus 2s. That one is easy. Okay. Now step 3 is done. Step 4 is our vector x is equaling x1, x2, x3, x4, which is equaling, what is x1? Well, it is 2s minus t. x2 is t, x3 is minus 2s, and x4 is s. Perfect. Now, this right here is my null space. It's my null space for matrix A. So we're almost done. In order to find the vectors that would span the null space, we just simply factor out a t and an s respectively. So if we factor out the t, in x1 we have a minus 1, x2 we have a 1, and then 0, 0, because there are no t's in x3 and x4. Plus, now if we factor out an s, there is a 2, there is no s here, there's a minus 2s, and then there is 1s. So my answers are minus 1, 1, 0, 0, and 2, 0, 2, 1, because those are the vectors that would span the null space, which is also exactly what I have right here.